taking on Ecstatic. It's a little bit of Vertigo, the map pick of the Danes.
Danes and friends. Got a Dutchie, got an American in there as well, born and raised in Florida, but really raised from a bird in the sky. With a bit of time in Sweden as well. Wolfie worldwide. Ecstatic. Creepy crawling out middle. Are they going to run the bird from Sky, Harry? We've been doing this in our pugs. A mid to B smoke, a molly to CT. They run over con to B with Manx coming from lower. It does look like that play, but the boost is up. Entropiq know what to expect. Elian waiting for that cross to come in. This is a hard spot to clear with this round, but Daffy will do it anyway. There's the smoke molly combo. They go right through Ecstatic.
Okay.
Oh, they switch it up this time around. Even though Manx was bottom B, he's now left alone, and they need to hunt down this connector player. You could see Entropiq were expecting the same pistol. They tried to run the rotate through middle, and they got gunned down. What a change, what a call, what a play for Ecstatic, and now a 2-on-2 to lock it in.
Oh, but you still need to win the round, right? It might be a nice idea, but ideas don't mean squat till there's action behind them. Manx, yeah, calls their bluff.
Oh my god.
They don't have a kit either, so every time he does this, every time he successfully calls the bluff, it's really throwing Entropiq through a loop. They need to hunt him down, they need this kill, and Manx is going to get it over the line.
Goodness.
1v2, played to perfection.
I just want to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to talk, you know, you mentioned how that's like the vintage bird from Sky, T-side call, is to drop that mid-smoke, spill over con, commit to the B split. And we've been running that ourselves, man. It looks so convincing.
Yeah, on top of that, Manx was even bottom B throwing a Molotov to default. So everything in that round for Entropiq looks like the same pistol that they lost to
they ran
last time around. And Entropiq, they were set up for it. They had Alien boosted mid. Those A players were really quick to rotate. And then Manx comes back in late ramp and just wins the 1v2 on the clutch. He even calls the fake on the bomb. What a read from Ecstatic. What a counter call to shut down these CTs. And now 4 pistols come running into B. Gun is there. You can't grab it. I don't think it fell off. It's right under the bottom, but Dafu's up top and he won't let you grab it. Just Lackey left. They know he's somewhere here lurking around in the downstairs. And Dafu's got him dead. So Glil, oh, he's got it. And the round as well, 2-0 for Ecstatic. I just love that you would like seemingly run the same pistol and then you completely prank your opponents like that. 2-0, but the buy is in, and Entropiq, they're playing the long game here. We already saw that last one. Went down 10-5 and then pulled a near flawless CT half to close their map pick. They got to be ready for anything.
All right. I mean, now whenever you see the smoke, you're like, oh God, what does it mean?
Yeah.
What are they about to do? And it wouldn't surprise me if... Oh, hang on a moment. I was going to say, maybe they would look to just actually run the official Bird from Sky TM mid-strat. But instead... Oh, no, I think they are. I think they are. I'm not disappointed. They set up towards A early. They got you paranoid about the A-bomb site, and now grouping for B, where Lackey is here alone. Mid molly out, flash to complement it. That's going to force a reposition out of Elian. I think the penny's starting to drop for Entropiq that this is the B play. Crad has just peeked down ramp and hasn't seen a thing over at the A site, so... Oh dear, Elian's all alone at the back of the site, and smokes are raining onto him. While this is happening, mid's been taken. Holding on is Forrester.
Still
but Dafu, late mid lurk. This could be big. And he'll drive the knife in the back of Crad. And really, you're kind of screwed here if you're Entropiq. This should be a save.
Absolutely. Dafu has done what he needed to do, right? The double recommit into middle. And he's still here to cut off any potential rotates or maybe even hunt these saving CTs. Nice little round for Ecstatic, just bursting into the B-bomb site, into the solo hold. And now a third round locked in. They have got them boxed in. Nickelback sees that bottom ramp player, but that's just more info for Ecstatic as they come swinging on the site. My goodness. Oh, over the top. Nickelback gets one. Forrester gone. And Elian, same case. It's going to be a one-man save, and that is not what Entropiq wanted, but it is what Ecstatic can afford. Losing 4 is no problem when you're up this deep 3-0. Alrighty. Gonna have to be a half buy around this gun. Entropiq wanted to buy with the save, but denied. And we get to see more of this T half for Ecstatic as they build into the map. Wolfie's AWPing as early as he can, even though he knows Entropiq are pretty broken this round. Alien gonna cross. Lovely second flash to get him involved. Dafu is a dead man. Steal those lineups, perhaps. But from Sky finds a pick, but he's not ready for a second man, and that's a different guy in the kill feed. You should know the bird is the word. The bird ain't far from the herd, and he will get the nade kill. 3 on 3. 2 guns grifted by Entropiq. 1 saved and 1 retrieved. Alien is going to be alone on that B bomb site. It is Vertigo. You've got to be careful those late rotates. Your anchors do have to hold on for some time. But that should be enough of info to rotate everyone in. Nickelback jiggles and Wolfie's ready for the repeak. He swaps sides, but from Sky, going to try and flash his way out here. Oh, he turns into the other flashbang. It's a disaster. He can't pick a position to peek. And Alien could argue a save, but going to go for it. Going to poke his head in.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, hell, dude, you know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, but do kill a bird from Sky.
Oh.
Yeah, Wolfie's gone. However, now
yeah.
you're probably going to discount the second Sandbags player. Alternatively, you might think, why did he look like he couldn't fit in there? You know, why did it look like there was maybe there was something blocking him? Who or what could that be? And yeah, Elian was ready for it, but still isn't able to win out the head-to-head, and Ecstatic going to steal away a 4th round. This T side, very convincing. Much better than what we had on Overpass. Much better.
Yeah, warmed up into the series now. And let's see what they're going to do with it now that we have guns for Entropiq, AWP for Alien as well. Of course, worst spawn. The curse is here. So he'll be relegated to throwing that ramp smoke down on the A site. His team are going to be fighting instead. Do they have one-ways? Do they even want to commit? There's everyone here. Alien's even fighting now. These nades middle are nothing new. They are the nades that bullied Alien in that opening game. And Ecstatic repeatedly ran them. We saw Alien even playing passive con in the first gun round. Well, you know, now that he has the AWP, we might see him in middle, but he can't play that angle. Nickelback's remembering exactly what they were up to as well. So, yeah, just got to avoid peeking deep mid early. And that's a great way of denying info from Ecstatic, just meaning Entropiq got to be very careful in mid. But Bird from Sky pushes Nickelback back. And with a Molotov and a mid to B smoke as well, keeping them guessing.
Yeah, the consistency at which they're running this, you know, mid to B smoke is putting the fear in Entropiq. Always forcing them to consider that at any moment guys could be running out middle. And dude, the timing on that swing, awful for Elliot, great for BFS. I know I'm on an acronym basis.
Cute. It's still quiet. 20 seconds. They've got to go eventually. And Entropiq have made the right gamble in this round. Lackey might even lean over as well. You know, call it. If they come here, we win. If they don't, we save. But he's running mid, and that's when the rotate comes in. 10 seconds. Bomb dropped, and that might be it. Forrester has to live, though. They're flanking him from middle, and Ecstatic pin them in on the A site. Trapped with nowhere to go, and flashed with nowhere to fight. It's going to be a 5-0 lead for Ecstatic. It's just, what a suffocating call to have dealt against you with 10 seconds. You don't expect Bird from Sky to run through the mid to B smoke with 10 seconds. But that's exactly why he does it. Bomb dropped by Forrester, but not enough. And Entropiq now need a solution. But I can't tell you what it would be. This T side is terrifying, Harry.
What we need is, you know that meme template of like, it says, what if we used 100% of our brain?
Yeah.
And then it's just a picture of Bird from Sky.
Ah, okay,
right?
Okay, yeah.
Because,
like where you're going
I don't
there.
know, dude, the way that he's able to manipulate, you know, the opponents into playing right into his hands a lot of the time is just so impressive.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything like it. I'm really liking what we're getting out of this Ecstatic squad. And they have been, in my eyes, probably like the most exciting storyline to follow throughout this entire thing. Right? They themselves are trying to make an Entropiq-esque kind of leap from the upper echelons of Tier 2 into the hearts and minds of Tier 1. And Bird from Sky runs the ramp smoke, removes Krat, and then just leaves like it's casual.
Leaves a bit of taste in your mouth.
Stop giggling, man. Every time you do, you just choke. No, don't choke, Fasha.
And they go back to A. Psych, you thought info gain, but it's misinfo, and that's forced a B lean out of Entropiq. They've sent 2 players there. Nickelback lost to the sands of time. And Creepy Crawley come Ecstatic into that MTA site. This is a 6th round, whether you like it or not. They're going further. They're taking CT. That means you can plant open. You can plant anywhere in this bomb site. And Ecstatic still aren't giving this away. They want to get as much value from this push that they can. And now they throw the execute on A like they don't already have the site. And so Entropiq are going to rotate CT. Well, they're not. Luckily, they're not. They're pushing. But if they were to rotate CT, they would be like, how are they here?
Yeah, no, but dude, and it's little moments like this that really make you appreciate the madness that must exist inside of this IGL's brain.
Yeah,
like,
it's got to be mush in there.
Dude, but you know, like sentient mush that is capable of terrifying things. You know, like even you seen the film The Blob?
Oh no.
No, right? That you know, it's a bit of an old one, probably too old for you. But
I'm older than you, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I've watched the classics. You haven't even watched the nows.
The nows,
yeah,
all right. Okay.
But in the here and the now, as I'm saying, Bird from Sky, dude, like the way that he plays that, as you pointed out, is all centered around, we're gonna take all this room. No one's here. We're gonna take all this room, and then you guys lob in like we're not here. And suddenly we're in position to do massive damage, right?
Okay,
and dude, I don't know. It's just little things like that, you know, I think a lot of teams there would have just taken the free bomb plant and just been like, yeah, cool, 5-on-3, unlosable. But not Bird from Sky. He looks at those situations. You know, he's got that real grind set. You know, he could make 10 million in 10 minutes or whatever it was, but he won't do it because, you know, he believes in the grind that much.
Life's not about money, Harry.
No, life's not about money, not to this guy.
He could close that deal, but he
could.
Need
It
to.
would take him 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, that's all it would take.
For millions.
For millions. And, you know, he's even asked his landlord to up his rent. He believes in the grind set that much.
Well, right now he's rent-free in the heads of Entropiq. Elian's not been dunked with nades, but he has been mollied, and he's trapped out in the open. Nickelback supports this time. A double setup looks better for Entropiq in the start of the round. They take a double kill. That might actually just force a swift execute out of Ecstatic. They don't really have anything to show from this round. Finally getting bested by that bait and switch mid. Fasha could walk up short. That's my only fear right now. And that's Entropiq's only fear. But Flash going to come out. He will fight for it. Swinging wide. Oh, Max checks it anyway, and you should molly sandbag, but Forrester won't wait for you to do so. Fasha's going to have to trade 2-on-2, no smoke to stop anything on A. There's already one thrown over at least on that left side, but the bomb's coming up on the rail, so the flank might drop it or mistiming, but they saw him, he didn't see them. It's a one-way street here for Entropiq, and they're traveling fast. Elian drops that bomb, and now the backstab. As long as no one peeks Fasha and gives him a way in, he's dead to the flank, dropping off. Now needs to set up straight as, oh my goodness, okay, Nickelback going back for more, and there's the round for Entropiq. All based off of the double mid kill, and Entropiq actually aggress after those frags, right? Because we have Elian in that awkward spot where he's been getting double naded all series long and last time, but instead they molly it, they trap him in. You think you have Elian caught in a cage, and instead Nickelback comes in with the swing and a double. Nice flank from the in-game leader, and we were wondering what would be cooked up in that timeout. Well, we've got our answers, however. How reproducible is that? Ooh.
Yeah, I love how they've started shutting down this annoying mid-centric, you know, T side. And now they're looking to aggro at ramp. This is nice. You know, I think if you give them time, if you give them room to... the timing on that is awkward. It's still a little ugly for Manx, but the kill will go his way before he's traded.
I'll remind you of that opening game because it's, you know, it's something we have to go off, and we've already seen similarities in this map so far. When we had, because Fasha has been a beast all tournament, right? But there was one map in this tournament that he didn't really have a great time, and that was Vertigo. That was the second map of that series in his opening matchup. He was getting destroyed by utility on T-side coming up ramp. He couldn't quite get those entries off in the same way that he has on Overpass on T-side, a Banana on Inferno. And so maybe this is, you know, a light in the dark for Entropiq, a way in perhaps, knowing that this star fragging power of Fasha might be a little looser on a map like this. They've got B, but only because Entropiq let them have B, and now they're going to reaggress when this bomb is trapped to the back of the site. Bird from Sky with 1, and they're still swinging in. How is he alive? He's boxed in and finally removed by Nickelback, who doubles up and drops the orb off the map. It's going to be a 6-2 lead for Ecstatic, but the money's starting to drip dry. It's their last buy if they want to go for it, and that's still an if. Manx would have no nades, Staffy would have no AK. But that still might be temptation enough, especially with a bomb plant as a possibility.
Oh, yeah, they're invested all right. They need to get past
Stop playing this spot.
And Elliot.
Stop playing this spot. They naded you every round. Elliot went last game.
Yeah, I
remember They naded him
this.
every round, and he kept going back for it. And now he's doing it again. I'm shocked. I know you have your angle, Elian, but they have your number. They have your read. They're in your head. Stop.
Yeah, it reminds me of like when JKS would always play the same spot, B-site Vertigo, and teams just started triple nading him, and it's like, oh.
Bird from Sky. Yeah. Ooh, he skirts the Molotov like it's no big deal. He takes even a max
the gun, man.
Team player.
Such a selfless dude.
Yeah, well, I know you know. I know you know, we know. And Ellie knows that he needs these mid picks. That's why he's playing aggressive. But the one round, or the first round that Entropiq got on the CT side was that deep mid play from him and Nickelback. So that's why he's trying to keep the pressure up. But maybe it's like Stockholm Syndrome. You just keep forgetting. And you start thinking, you know what? I love this mid angle.
Stockholm Syndrome, of course, that famous...
God, where's this going?
Famous little mental thing where you end up sympathizing with your captors.
Oh, you're just being educational.
Yeah,
now.
being educational.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be a meme.
Well,
here we go. Up through the short side, and they come. Ready to run.
Oh, hello.
That's a little awkward. It wasn't as clear as you thought it was. But still, only a one and done, and really the round should be locked in. Now look at Bird from Sky.
Yes.
He's in CT spawn, and Elian is borderline in CT spawn. You can see the problem here. Now they know. And Bird from Sky.
Gimme.
Working hard on that grind set. Grabs the AK. A Sigma male indeed.
Well, a couple of rounds in the mix for Entropiq, but quickly put down to pistols yet again. They could buy 2 rifles, but that's not temptation enough. And another pause for Entropiq. I'm glad they're utilizing all these, right? Having Hooch in the server now as well. You know, worth noting in that Astralis game yesterday, the first map that they lost 16-13, they called 1 pause in it. Hooch wasn't there. Hooch didn't make it in time. But when he came back, we saw a lot better face out of Entropiq. So obviously extremely beneficial to have such an experienced player and coach and captain inside of this roster to help out in times like these. But how do you solve this T side? I couldn't tell you. Certainly don't peek deep mid, Alien. Alien's got the orb, luckily enough. They do buy around this. 3 rifles, couple of SUMGs. Ooh, that's one way to get your spawn, and still you get mollied. No way to get involved early for Elian. Every path, every route he takes, Ecstatic shut in his face. And Wolfie's going to work middle of the orb. This off angle for Nickelback. He needs a nailer on the FAMAS, and well, that's not what it's known for. Quick switch, flash dodge. Wolfie's on the Yang, but Nickelback's been here before, and Bird from Sky will clear it manual mode. Nickelback does get one, but he won't escape with his life. It's a repeak instead, and a lot of damage for Forrester going wide and back into the angle with a pre-fire. Beautiful stuff. Finds Entropiq a lot of damage, and something seen by Elian. He caught an arm, and now he looks to take ahead. Fash's barrel poking through the yellow gap, and Elian stops him. Can't follow up. And the orb, oh, did it fall off? No, it didn't. Just, oh, yeah, he got it. Crad saving the day, saving the game, and saving the third round for Entropiq. Now, finally, we see a broke buy for Ecstatic. But on a map like Vertigo, these quick pistol rushes, after setting a precedent of slow defaulting on their T side, could certainly catch Entropiq off guard.
Ooh, they force-bought into this one, and they're running it through mid. Elian, oh, they're already past. He saw one, mate, but he didn't see the tirade that's moving into this B site. Nafu will fall. That's something. Nickelback can't hold on. There's another man at ramp that they know about. Fasha trying to cut down the mid rotations. Does a lot of damage. Is that going to be enough? They're aware of the ramp player. They are aware now, if they for some reason weren't earlier. Wolfie and Manx. Here we go. And up close. Lots of damage onto Forrester from that earlier fight. Oh, no. Gonna get capitalized on by the Manx man. Suddenly Wolfie needs something. And with him trapped at the Tetris, he's gonna get dealt with from that little ramp hold. Lackey doing the Lord's work down towards B main. Wins that initial fight and then just stays alive in a position where he can keep harassing them, keep them from getting into these established post plants. And that's a nice recovery, all things considered, for Entropiq. That round could have got out of hand. Only MAC-10s, only pistols, and once again they get it close. Yeah, it was such an important trade for Elian, right? Forrester falling off of the top of connector there or construction to try and get back into B, almost gave a gun to his opponent, and that was, again, one of those halfies, a quick pistol MAC-10 rush. Bird from Sky really set off his opponent's aim there by counter-strafing mid-air and stopping. And Elian, well, he will be stopped himself. That's an orb given over. Lackey might want to fight for this before they get it out and get to work with the orb. Wolfie could be given this weapon. Right now, it's not the time nor the place. Holding the repeak, and Lackey will not give it away. 4-on-3 is fine. Flash, so he gets more involved, but eventually Wolfie, now given his weapon a choice, going to rotate out. Look at Entropiq, they're not falling for this. It is Vertigo CT. You are going to keep your anchors pretty static. Never want to get timinged up on this A ramp. So the smoke on short now. Forrester could even make a play, go through it. He's got a lovely position here. Smoke Bloom could let him down though. They can see his feet and he can't see much. That's a bomb drop though. Forrester, no time to escape. Got to fight for the round, and he's dead to the orb. Weapons now retrievable. The orb making this round spicy. Wolfie ready for Crad, who tries to fight him early. And that one fight there might be a decision that comes back to haunt you. You never expected Wolfie to be that ready for it. Now holding for a swing. A lot of angles to be bearing in mind. We've seen him betrayed on these timings before. And Nickelback. Oh my God, Wolfie turns back around and checks short on the perfect timing. Only Lackey left. He's going to try and run in, going to try run them down. The orb's bought low, and Lackey, a chance at the clutch. Needs 4 in the round. Wolfie, he might just try and call his bluff. Instead he swings out and takes the fight head on. That's insane. How does Elian dropping B give away the round? Wolfie just given the AWP by Manx and gets away with 4 frags off of it. That's insane. No armor, no chance, surely no round. But they do it on a full eco with P250s. That's unbelievable. That's a killer.
Elian, I like to see him getting involved, but man, just because you've been getting mollied out at A, double naded at mid, did not mean you needed to drop B stairs on an anti-eco of all rounds. They knew that was a low econ. And still feeding the AWP despite Lackey's best efforts. Remember, he opened with that double and he just couldn't quite close. Wolfie with some sick flicks. And he's going to lock in another one on this T side. It is building right now very quickly. Ecstatic getting out of control. And look at the money. Look what it's done to Entropiq. Suffocating. Just one rifle on Lackey. Everyone else lacking. The real king is Wolfie. Going back for more. Spawn on 8. But he probably won't get a deep peek with this kind of weaponry. You'd like to think. Crad has a wiggle. With the smoke, he knows that no one got through.
Oh, grenades there. Designed to try and clear the close right, close left angles. And no one was there. Bird from Sky and Dafu hold down the ramp push. Entropiq are now scrambling rotations into this A side of the map. If Ecstatic heard this, which they should have heard at least one guy running over in Nickelback, they might even look to go elsewhere. They just haven't had B control for so long that it does come with its own set of risks. This 1M4 on Lackey going to get itself situated over on short. And Ecstatic, they just keep waiting. They know the pressure is on Entropiq right now, and dropping down the ramp. Lackey's seen the AWP, but there's the quad swing. They do that a lot, man. They'll have one guy challenging, one guy a little more exposed while everyone else tucks in, and then they just explode peek you. Fasha up the ramp, and Dafu's going to beat him to the kill. Ecstatic, this is a very convincing T side. There's no denying it. An eco round to follow for Entropiq.
Yeah, I mean, I love that call for Ecstatic because they've not done anything like that where they go just 5 up on ramp. And after Wolfie had a hell of a round, they just play around him. They go, Wolfie, this is your round. We're going to let you start getting picks on A. We're going to let you work this AWP. And while he's not given anything, even though Crad gets close and throws that deep A ramp smoke utility to usually cut T's out when they... Oh, Crad, you cool, buddy? Usually when you see that, luckily, it doesn't matter on this round. When you see that, you'll run away from A because you know Molly's coming. But Ecstatic go, we're 5 up. Like, they're not going to be 5 here. We'll win this fight. They're broken money. And even after Wolfie, you know, is peaked and wall banged out, Ecstatic show everything at once, like you said. Just a perfect round. Walking into A contact. What a read. Bird from Sky has got the A site, and he's probably got the round in the palm of his hand. Does at least take down Forrester with his back turned for some reason. And this is a very confusing one for Entropiq, who are not in the A site at all now. That nade will deal with Elian, 3 of them over the top. And Molly's coming in, Entropiq may as well just chase, fight for the site. And that's a nice kill mid-air for Crad, but nothing more in this round. Ecstatic go from the bottom A ramp hold forever to the walk up top A into the anti-eco, and they just get it free. Again, the T side is immaculate for Bird from Sky, and that's why we were so shocked that Overpass was just a very different look for this team, where we didn't really have any B executes, we didn't really have any fakery. Can Entropiq hold on? We saw 5 rounds, last map rather, was enough on their T side to win it. Not sure if I'm holding them to the same standard on this one, but it would be a nice bit of buffer, nice bit of room if they could find the last of the half.
Aliens missed this timing on them getting out through mid, and Bird from Sky is far deeper than they're going to be ready for. Molly denies the CT peak, but Elian will go up and over to fight from the top of that boost. B aggression while all this has been happening. Lackey decides he wants to play into the round, and Dafu now learns about the flank in the worst way possible. Leaves it all on Wolfie and Fasha, but hell, I wouldn't put anything past these two. That swing is nice,
okay.
right? Peaked from 2 angles of elevation. Fasher was pretty screwed. And so Wolfie, with the AWP, needs to deliver another hero round if somehow Ecstatic want to close this one out. Shot to cover the drop. This reposition to short. Very, very quiet. Now Elian still holding from triple, still holding from the boost, and Wolfie.
Seeing him.
I thought he saw something.
He did.
Here we are.
He's
creeping up. Creeping up close, all right. And Elian! He can barely even see him. This is a little tap on the bomb, attempting to bait a peek, and it will. Lackey arrives from the flank at the perfect timing.
You know what's funny? Wolfie did see him on the first peek, Harry, but what he did is he got out short so he could go on that little bit of metal and go a little bit higher. And we saw the difference that made. Wolfie knows his angles. You can't look at the ground. You can't dodge death when Wolfie's AWPing. Very explosive player on this AWP. Very exciting to watch him in this tournament. And it's not just, you know, a one-man show with the reads and calls from Birdman Sky. Bird from Sky.
Like No Man's Sky.
I am Birdman from the sky.
Birdman Sky.
Yeah, it's car. But no, there's so many other pieces to enjoy out of this roster. Wolfie being one of them. Nickelback. T-Side got to lead his team to victory now if they want to 2-0 this series. Otherwise, we're looking at an enchant to finish. Grad's got that mid-room. It's being held. Max with a one-tap. That's actually another follow-up for Dafu on A. Meanwhile, it's a B play. Entropiq are trying to fake out Ecstatic. It's not going to work, though. They will knock down the first pillar in B, and then they go back. They're playing with their food.
Yeah.
Forrester's up the late short side, and even though Ecstatic hear this now, will the penny drop in time?
Mate, with Forrester going so deep, and even then, right, getting Elian out of the B site, Forrester's got the round in the palm of his hand, the swing, but he only finds one. Elian, they've already dropped down, and he was looking at the top of the ladder. Now only Lackey, but he does have this 1v2 in the site needed to win that out. It's a little team ace for Ecstatic. They pull up, they win the pistol to kickstart this second half.
I do like that call for Entropiq, right? Because what they do is they rush one man up A, they rush one man up mid. Both of them die. And then they commit into B. It looked like the mid to B play with that player over connector dying. And then Forrester walks up A short when everyone's left the A side. They just keep dragging Ecstatic out of position, out of you know, their bomb sites, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. The retake comes in, and yeah, with Elian getting caught looking up. You know, he's staring at the sky, Harry. He's looking for that bird.
The bird man.
Oh my god, Elian. Didn't want to scope too late in case they heard it from A, so he scoped very early. Psychops mode up on this site. But from Sky, don't jump. Don't go for those spots. It could let you down. Dafu getting spammed over on B. This is a nice force for Entropiq. The bomb plant has given them a bit more gumption. Some rifles.
I mean, yeah, talking of gumption, it's times you want to see some of that out of Forrester. Go full Forrester gumption. Oh, being a playing against Ecstatic, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And there's no label to read, not when Fasher churns through the little A plate. Crad trying to work one of these late mid lurks. And Ecstatic at 3 here, mate. They are so ready for this. Oh my god, there's 3 of them still. Even though you find a kill, they're reinforcing this mid area. Now going to go back to what they know and love, splitting this defense up and actually aggroing the mid play. That's low HP Dafu and Wolfie. They know it's A at this point in time.
Oh, they know. And they've got them trapped in. Bomb planted. But they don't need to swing from elevator, not with this little flank play that's still silent in doing so, walking up ramp. Some low players, still a chance for Entropiq, but they've got to be aware of the timing, and 1 kill is not enough here. Low player going first, sets them up for a round, and Ecstatic get the quick retake on. Lovely stuff, 12-5. It feels like Entropiq are running out of time.
Yeah, bomb plant might have come in again, but it's not really going to entice you to force, not with 3 players surviving here. Oh, I say that. I say it wasn't going to entice you to force, but
Psych.
it actually will inspire a force buy here out of Ecstatic.
Are they all
out of
going for it?
Entropiq, rather.
Yeah, I mean, it's desperate, Harry. It's desperate times. You're going to have to play fast with a round like this with limited utility, Crad holding for B aggression. So that means if things don't go well at A, they can double back and go into Crad. Maybe he can carve them a B plate. He's going to throw util from the top of Spawn. Bird from Sky. Not really flashed out by it, though. Backs up. Oh, he couldn't pick whether to fight or leave. And so they'll decide for him. Wolfie will get that trade, at least from the bomb site. And another man on short. This is a good time to peel back or run a double execute. But you know Ecstatic still have that short and site control. They'll fight in front of your smokes. Pushed back by a Molotov. And this is the re-aggression that Ecstatic love to do on this CT side. They take all this space back, and they try and tuck in behind sandbags. Someone spotted, but 3 swinging. Fasher with a kill, doubles up. There's a short play. Dafu's covering, and it's only Crad in B. Hey, guys, I have the B site. Oh, wait.
Dude, the responses out of this CT side, I don't know, man. I love the way they play. I love the way that this Ecstatic squad plays. So keen on re-aggressing.
Yeah, they also knew they had room there because they threw the crane molly. So what it did is it forced Entropiq back because they didn't want to run forward into the bomb site off of that Molotov. And so Ecstatic had even more room to play. Just bonkers stuff. 4-on-1, and they know Crad can be here. They're about to confirm their suspicions. And they dink him on the jiggle. The first time he pokes his head out, it is rumbled. And this round has crumbled. So the double force does nothing, and he might not even get away with his gun.
That peak was his first, his last, his everything. Counter-terrorists win. And so he gets out of the round with a Galil and armor. That is the extent of it. Okay. Well, this is quickly spiraling wildly out of control for Entropiq, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Last time they faced here might have been that double OT game that ended up going Entropiq's way, but this one looking like anything but.
Yeah, just pistols around the saved weapon, but it's only a Galil. What can you really expect from this? Lackey gonna throw the Forester. Smoke play towards B. Already ramp getting taken by Ecstatic. Both from Sky jumping, spamming, baiting for Fasher on the short side. Entropiq already thinking about Ancient as the finale of this series. Boosting up, but there's no smoke there, and Fasher somehow found the one position to play with cover. That little pixel of angle. Covered by yellow, can't be seen unless they climb up short, and he'll catch them during the animation, so that will be short-lived itself. They'll go back to B, into the double setup. Wolfie, is he facing? He should be with the AWP right now. Just trying to bait them in for Manx. Nice shot, but they're going to try and run him down, and Manx uncrouches with a kill. Oh, he shoots the pole, the metal on the wood soaks up the bullets, and it's up to Wolfie, who is at the back of the site. They still know he's here. They just got the spot. They're going to try and chase. Dafu covers that cross. 4-on-3, back to A they go. Nickelback is at least granted a path, but Fasher has spotted it. Winning this 1v1, and now Entropiq have no map control in this round. They've got to retake A yet again.
Yeah, you know, man, when you see that, when you see someone coming up A, you hear that bomb rotating back, you knew it was destined to be the A play. Alien out through middle, and Dafu is holding it, swinging out. He puts 14 on the board for Ecstatic, looking to make this a 3-map affair after all. And with Ancient waiting in the wings, you know, it's one that I think we can say has been a bit of a mixed bag for Entropiq, right? If you remember, they copped that L to Astralis there yesterday. That came as a bit of a surprise, right? They definitely got put through their paces, and if Ecstatic have done their research,
seems like they always do.
yeah, they might have some stuff to piece together come that third map. Might not be such plain sailing.
Very hyped to see what they can whip out once we get there. I say once because it does feel inevitable. Wolfie in middle, the out angle. Elian dreamt of playing, but grenades denied it. Wolfie saw a backpack. He's going to re-aggro and catch Nickelback. Crad tries to recommit. Wolfie knew that there was another player there. Elian, nice pick on A. That's a necessity, but it might come too late. He's been swung with a flashbang. It's beautiful. And Fasha, it won't get the kill, but he'll get out alive, keeping this 4-on-3 in good standing. Forrest is trying to beat the timing into the bomb site, but Fasha, blinded by his teammate. That's a bit awkward. Fasha still wins it. I don't know how. Stuck on default, given a third chance at life. Crad may have cut a hole open in middle, but is this really going to save the round? Wolfie's here to stop it. Maybe the bomb. Left back on bottom, ramps
going through it. Oh man,
full confidence, full faith. But yeah, Elian needs to get this bomb, and Elian's still fighting A. Crad kills a rotate. Fasha now in a 1v2, but there's still no bomb. They're just playing this for the fight. They know Fasha's here. He's already had a kill, and he's going to go hunting.
He's going to go looking for Crad. And he looks.
He's going to find the bomb.
God.
He is going to find the bomb.
He's going to be on the bomb. Now they're running back for it from the A side. Elian is shifting down. It's a race against time that Fasha doesn't know he's in right now. Might even try to take the bomb. Oh my God!
Run!
The bomb's getting out of there. The bomb's trying to get away. Fasha is in pursuit, and Elian holds
dangerous.
it. That flick is crazy. Woo, through the wall, closes the round, and Entropiq, they stay afloat for now.
That was a fadeaway shot. He knew he couldn't hang around there forever. He wanted the kill, but Elian, if he waited any more seconds, he wouldn't have had the plant unless Fasha, gave it away. Oh my God. Bonkers round, only just won by the smallest of margins for Entropiq. I like how they are, even for the pistol round, you can tell on this T side, they're really trying to play with Ecstatic. They're really trying to bait them out of rotates and force them out of positions. We're constantly seeing recommits into sites they've already lost. But it is a bit sloppy. And Ecstatic are ready for anything. They never leave their bomb sites. Alrighty. Entropiq playing like they got nothing to lose now if they want. Because at this kind of scoreline, you're already out of it. Walking into B for Entropiq, a contact by two players here. Bird from Sky even has the AWP over Wolfie for some mad reason. Trust in the process, trust in the system, trust in the B rush.
Oh, lucky chance at a double. Nickelback will run down that second man.
Oh dear!
But Wolfie's here.
That's why.
Not with the AWP, fighting with the rifle, and the nade's done great damage, but you still need to finish the job. Forrester will manage that at least. Entropiq might try and get weird with it in the 2-on-2. The bomb over here at generators. Ecstatic just going to play around that fact. Going to play around the package. Bird from Sky on his rotation from middle. Oh, a lot of damage out of Fasha. Bird from Sky even rotating around, and Fasha
trying to boost.
So cognizant of that. Just Forrester left. This needs to be a clean old tap. Information's come down the pipeline to Bird from Sky that a lot of damage has been done to this final player. And so he's going to fight USP out, just conceding the bomb for now, knowing that all the pressure is on his opponent.
He's got to play the plant, but he's hunting the kill, and Bird from Sky is just holding back in CT. One tap is all it takes to the chest, and that is it for Ecstatic. 15 rounds, one taken for Entropiq, immediately reset onto. What a chase for Wolfie, just running into the bomb site, and that AWP is scoped up on Gens. It never saw him. A very, very impressive game out of Ecstatic, who were really in the heads of Entropiq all the way through it. It's going to fall on Ancient. It's going to fall on the finale. Entropiq just trying to stop this scoreline from staying one-sided, just trying to get something respectable in this T half. Nades deep, that's a good boost, but the grenade will dunk him. Ecstatic go nuts.
Crad lurking out through mid together. This is something that Ecstatic have seen before, though. They double swing, and they're not ready for Crad, who does at least trade that out. And now the B plays in. One man here, it's Manx on the hold. Bird from Sky's bested Elian in the meantime through the A-Ram smoke. And oh, that molly, even though it forces a reposition out of this lone B anchor, he's gotten away with it. Helped out by flashes from middle. A 3-on-2, and Entropiq grinds to a bit of an awkward halt in this round. Heavy B lean for Ecstatic. They heard those rotations earlier on. Wolfie holding the gap, but he's going to have to flick if he wants to hit this. Yeah, we're just deady on it now.
Maybe he has the thick AWP scope, so he doesn't want to block his view.
Why on earth would you have that?
Great question, Harry, great question. Right. I do agree with you, but the move is in, the retake is on. Crowd is stuck at the double box, and he picks up one. Nickelback swings out for a second, and Wolfie with a clutch. That's why you put him on the rifle. Shuts out the map. Get on the bomb quick, buddy. There's no kit available. Wolfie clutches to close. It's what he couldn't do last time around against Entropiq on Vertigo, but now we go the distance. Now we go the full 3 Mappa here in the lower bracket. It's ancient.
Yeah, it made the full Monty. This is